We're going to walk through a story from the ancient world. But this isn't a tale of heroes or kings. It's about a harsh reality, one that's often overlooked. It's a tough story for sure, but it's one we need to understand if we want to see what life was really like for some.
This one line, it tells you everything you need to know. Just imagine a world so desperate, so stripped to the bone, that everything and everyone is just a number. We're not just talking about being poor here. This is a world where survival itself is a grim, daily calculation.
So, picture this. You wake up, and the first thing you feel isn't the morning sun. It's that gnawing emptiness in your stomach. Your first meal of the day is basically just watery grain. It's a constant, physical reminder that there is never, ever enough.
And here's the thing. It's not like your family did something wrong. This is a crisis from all sides. The land itself is tired, giving less and less each harvest. But the taxes? Oh, they never change. The demand from the top is relentless. It's a weight that's just crushing your family.
And you can see this struggle. I mean, it's literally carved into your parents. Your father's hands aren't just a farmer's hands. They're a story of backbreaking work for almost nothing in return. They tell you everything you need to know about how close to the edge your family really is.
And then, everything changes. This is the moment. You stop being just a daughter, a child they're supposed to protect. In the cold, hard math of survival, you become something else. You become an asset, a solution.
You know, to make this all seem okay, society puts a name on it, makes it a formal thing, given into service. It's written off as a legal transaction, sometimes even painted as an act of mercy. But let's be real. The official story and what it actually feels like are two completely different worlds.
So a man comes. He doesn't really look at you. He's sizing up the house, your father's worn-out state. A deal is struck. A few coins pass from his hand to your father's. And that's it. That's the price for your entire future. It's just enough to keep your family from starving, but so little it screams how little you're worth.
In that moment, the silence is just everything. There are no dramatic goodbyes. There's only this quiet, heavy feeling of being completely powerless. That one single nod, it's like he's not even in control of his own body anymore. He's giving you up, and it's breaking him.
So, your new life? It's all about the rules. And these aren't written down anywhere, but you learn them fast. And every single rule is designed for one thing, to make you invisible. To remind you of your place, which is no place at all.
So you're not a servant, they have a job. You're not family, they have names, they belong. You exist in this weird limbo in between. You have no role, no real identity. You're just there. Your life isn't measured in birthdays anymore. It's measured by how useful you are. At 13, your body is no longer yours. When you have a son for the master, you've done your job. But any status you might have imagined vanishes the second the wife has her son, the real heir. And when the master dies, the law comes down and makes that hierarchy permanent. So when your son is born, don't think for a second that this gives you some kind of new status or honor. Nope, it's not a moment of celebration for you. It's just an expectation that's been met. You did what you were brought there to do. That's all.
And just look at what the future holds. The law makes it painfully clear. The wife's son gets everything that matters. The land, the wealth, the power. Your son, he gets just enough to get by. The system is designed to make sure he can never, ever rise up. It's a trap that passes from one generation to the next.
And of course, time goes on. One day, you see them arrive. New girls, younger, just as scared as you were. And when they show up, you know what that means. Your time is running out. You get older. You can't work as fast. The things you used to do are now done by the new girls. Your purpose in the house starts to fade, and you start to feel like a ghost, lingering in the corners of rooms you used to own through your labor. And then one day, it's like a switch is flipped. The erasure is complete. You become part of the furniture. People's eyes slide right past you. You're still there, but nobody sees you anymore. And this is the final, brutal truth of it all. Your life will end, and it won't cause a ripple. The family, the lineage, the system that used you up, it all just keeps going. You were temporary.
So now, after seeing this life from start to finish, we can finally give it the name it had. This experience, this complete erasure of a person, this life defined only by its usefulness to others, this was the reality of a concubine.
So let's be absolutely crystal clear about what this was not. It wasn't a position of honor. It wasn't some kind of second wife. Any romantic ideas about this life are just wrong.
And it was not a life of freedom. Not even close. Every single choice, what you ate, when you were allowed to speak, what happened to your own body, was made for you. It was a life of total control by someone else.
So, what was it then? What was this life? It was a life of pure necessity. A person reduced to a purpose. A short-term fix for someone else's problem. You were absolutely essential right up until the moment you weren't.